Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have my coffee here, I have some candles lit, and I have a public service announcement, PSA. I did a unboxing of the Revlon Cherry Red number 66. It's posted on my channel. I did an unboxing of that hair dye. I bought it at the Family Dollar for about $6.25. As I had stated in that video, Revlon is normally the cheapest hair dye that you can find on the market. However, I've been finding that the price of Revlon hair dye has been going up. So I was just stating that as a warning for those that may have thought that that brand is the lowest on the market, and it no longer is. It's almost neck and neck with the Garnier Nutrice hair color brand. So I got the cherry red because it said on the box that if you have a dark brown to black base, it would still deposit color, because most times when you have a dark brown to black base, no color will come up. Like, period. No color will come out. It doesn't matter what brand you use, unless you bleach it, no color will come. So, because I saw that, and because I had used Revlon before and I had history with it, I thought, I'm going to try this. I dyed my hair black, and it hasn't faded, which a lot of times it does, to my natural color, which is like a dark brown. So it hasn't faded yet, and I'm like, I just want to add a little fun color and just kind of test it out and see if this is true. And so I did today, and I found that there is no red on my hair except on my roots, on my scalp. Essentially, my scalp is red right now. It dyed my scalp red, which I was already aware that that was going to happen, because a lot of times, not even with just Revlon, but with a Garnier or a L'Oreal Feria, it dyes your scalp, even with splat. So I was aware of that, but as soon as I went outside and as soon as I washed the color, I noticed that a lot of the red was coming out already. But I wanted to wash it until the color was clear, because I find that if you don't do that, it gets on your pillows, it gets on your clothes, it gets on your skin. So it's really important to wash it until it's clear. It doesn't mean that the color is gone necessarily. It just means that it'll help prevent that color from getting anywhere, pretty much. And so I did that, and the water ran pretty much clear. There was still pieces, like a little bit of red, but it wasn't enough to where it was literally bleeding red. So I said, okay, I'm good with that. I then go and get my heat brush, and I heat it up and I put it on my hair, and I towel dry it. It's a little bit damp, but with the heat brush, it's not supposed to damage, is what I've been told, and or red. And so I put the heat brush on, and I just do the bottom of my hair, just to kind of get an idea. And then once it's dry, I go outside and I have my phone and I'm going and looking to where the most sunlight will be. And then I look at my phone, turn the camera on, and look and see that there's nothing there. So I go inside and I look in the bathroom, nothing there. And so that really got me disappointed because I'm like, I spent this much, and the box said that there should be some red. So I was a little bit disappointed. I let my hair air dry. However, I did take a shower as well. I washed it out in the sink, and then I took a shower, so I'm sure it got a little bit wet, but I've been letting it air dry. And while I have been trying to put my hair up to like the window where, there's light coming out, I'm seeing like teensy bits of red, but it's not worth buying. So that's why I wanted to share with you, if you have a dark base as your color, and even if the box says dark brown to black, it will show color, don't necessarily believe it. The rule of thumb, which is always tried and true, is if you have a dark base, whether it's a dark brown or black, bleach your hair and then apply the color, because this is not worth doing again. I'm seeing like teensy bits of red, but it's not worth doing that. And previously to this, I did the Garnier Feria Blue Black, which is it's more like an indigo, but it is under the Blue Black section of their colors, and it's a new formula, new packaging, didn't do anything to my hair. So I find that also astounding, given the fact that the bottom portion of my hair I bleached, and I placed that on top, and my tried and true, like I had said, was bleach and then apply the color, and there was spots of blue, but it wasn't enough. So, like I said, while that is the tried and true way, also pay attention to your brand as well, because some brands just won't compute with it. I've done that same thing, bleached and then applied, with the L'Oreal Feria Starry Nights color, Blue Black, and it was astounding. It was the most beautiful Blue Black I have ever seen in my whole entire time of doing Blue Black. Outstanding. But it's always a hit and miss. So just be aware of that, unless you go to the salon. But if you're going to do it yourself, there's always hit and misses. I have used the Ion Blue Black from Sally's. It's a box dye. Ion, the brand, not only does box dyes, but it also does like tubes. So I have done the Ion, I think it's Ion Pigments Blue Black, and that was astounding as well. But again, I had to strip my hair and then apply the color. So just know that there's always going to be a hit and miss when you're doing it yourself. So I just wanted to offer that TSA. If you are thinking TSA. I just wanted to offer that PSA if you're thinking about doing this. I learned a lesson, and now I know what would need to be done, which is bleaching the hair. So, if you're so inclined to like, subscribe, or even respectfully comment down below, I'd appreciate it, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.